Hello, my noble fellows. It's King Stibe here, aka Stibe, and I'm the coach of Helsinki High Jump Kicks for the Fella Draft League Season 2. It is week 4, and we are going to face Billy and his team, One Brazilian Beedrills. And that's funny because our last week's opponent, Marcelo, is actually Brazilian, unlike Billy, but I don't know, his team is One Brazilian Beedrills. Anyways, let's have a look at Billy's team. And he has Alakazam, Mega Beedrill, Tyrantrum, Fortress, Galio, Spiritomb, Current-Bee, Toxicroak, Lilligant, Archeops, Flareon, and Mawile. And what we can see immediately is that he has a lot of offensive power, but not really that much bulk in his team. He has Fortress, he has Spiritomb, which is not the best one. Neither is Mawile that good of a wall. Though typing wise it is very good for Billy, but overall if I can play around his sheer power, I should be able to win this game. Also, Billy, I don't think he has not been playing that well. He had hard time with Siren, who is the newcomer, though I must say that he, with SFJ, the last season champion, he lost, I think, only 1-0, so that wasn't that bad from him. But the way he's been playing, I'm pretty sure I should be able to outplay him. And to my team, of course, I could show the entire roster for a reminder, and it's here. I have Clefable, Goodra, Excadrill, Gastrodon, Tornadus, Armaldo, Politoed, Mesprit, Sneasel, Hariyama, Electrode, and Ludicolo. And this week our Sneasel, our Nipsu, is going to get his first appearance, and he is one of our choice scarfers. And actually at some point I was thinking about a focus sash set, but I think I actually just want to go with inner focus. I don't think I mean, wait a minute, this doesn't get pressure. Okay, so I go with inner focus now regardless. And we have Beat Up, Icicle Crash, Ice Shot, and Low Kick. And basically Beat Up is for Alakazam, as if it is the Focus Sash variant. Beat Up won't care. I think I need like only 3 hits to one-hit KO the Alakazam. Also, 6 hits of Beat Up will kill the Beedrill. And if you don't know the Beat Up, it's a bit complicated move, but basically it uses every team member's base attack once, and it's a multi-strike move. It hits as many times as teammates are alive, so if all 6 are alive when I use Beat Up, it will hit 6 times, being the only move that can hit 6 times. I think its base power is 10, so not that great, but it is great against focus sash attackers such as Alakazam, and also Mega Beedrill in this case. We have Icicle Crash. It can damage monsters such as Tyrantrum and the Lilligant and like that, and Low Kick can do some damage to Kyurem, which is a huge threat to us, and so on. Then we have Poro, the Gastrodon, and we for some reason have still Sticky Hold. We want definitely Storm Drain, and We have mirror coats called Earth Power Recover. We are defensive set, and with mirror coat we can do damage to Keldeo. We can do damage to especially offensive Kyurem. We probably won't be able to deal with Alakazam because they it will most likely have Energy Ball. We can deal with any kind of mobile offensive one, just gets one-shotted by Earth Power, and at least almost. Um, and we just don't take any damage from a defensive one. So that's it. And our stats, we have 20 speed stat, so that with 12 we can speed creep base 40, and with 8 extra we can speed creep. A speed creep from either Spiritomb or the Fortress. I don't remember how fast mobile is actually. I think it's faster though. We have Tornadoes, our main, or not main offensive mon, but the one that is there to take the momentum basically. So Billy has a lot of mons that are afraid of tornadoes, and I'm really much relying on his switches. I'm going to sub on them. Also, if he leads up with Beedrill, which is quite likely, I can sub on the Protect. I can sub again on his U-turn or Poison Jab and just pop the Citrus Berry and just hit Acrobatics or whatever Heatwave is there for. The Fortress Superpower is there for Tyrantrum, although I don't think it's a 2-hit KO. Even for offensive one. And yeah, we have Defiant because I don't want to get fast substitutes. It won't help me at all in this battle. And then I have Mesprit as a bulky mixed wall. This is mainly to take hits from Kyurem. I think it's like with that special defense investment, I should be able to take 2 ice beams from. I don't think I'm not sure if it's modest or from a timid Kyurem. And also like 2 Dragon Claws or something like that. And I have T-Wave because crippling his fast mons, it's very good for me if I can do that, like Beedrill, Alakazam, Kyurem, any of those. I just don't want to get Thunder Waved, even Tyrantrum. And I have Stealth Rocks on this, and HP Fire for Fortress, and Psychic just for stab. Then I have my other Scarfer. I have 2 Scarfers. I have Gudra because his team is relatively weak to Dragon. He has Fortress, he has Mobile, and I'm expecting Fortress because he probably is going to prepare for my rain. But I have a lot of mons that can. I think I have 4 mons that have super effective move against Fortress, so it should not be that big of a deal. Also, as I said, Mobile it's quite frail, so I'm not worried about it. And this is more of a late game sweeper. I also have Sap Zipper in case of a Lilligant. I can just switch into it and get an attack boost. Last I have my Keio, the Clefable, and this time I'm finally bringing Magic Card. Billy has some possible setup sweepers such as Calm Mind, Keldeo, but I'm not that afraid of it. Also, there is of course a Tyrantrum, but First of all, Kudra outspeeds +1 Tyrantrum, and I think Gastrodon can wall it, so I'm not worried. I have Thunder Wave, same reason as Mesprit, as I have a lot of Thunder Wave support. I should be, uh, I should have, uh, I should have no problems crippling his team to the point where I can just sweep with Gudra or even Tornadus. But basically the idea with Tornadus is to just get a sub early and do damage, because he really doesn't have a solid switch in for my Tornadus, especially if I'm behind the sub. And I have Moonblast just for general damage. I have Flamethrower for that fortress and Softball for recovery, and I think this Mon actually, yeah, I think especially offensive Kyurem can two-shot me with a Fusion Bolt, so I I don't think if I should fix those EVs a little to make it take the Kyurem better, but at least I should be able to take any hit from Alakazam, T-Wave it. Also, I can take any hit from Kyurem and T-Wave it as well, so there's that. If he brings like a sub Kyurem, that might be a bit bad. But then again, I will have that one hit to. I mean, I can take that one hit so that I can just break the sub after that. And but basically my plan is to get up the sub with Tornadus as quickly as possible, do as much damage as I can, then just try to cripple as many of his offensive mons as possible, and in the at the end just sweep with Gudra. So we will see how it goes. At the moment we are 3-0. We have won our every match. We'll see if that record will continue. Okay, so we are getting a challenge, and we just have to find the right team. I believe it's this one as it is, and let's accept. And oh my god, what happened? So he has brought Galio, Kyurem, Beedrill, Toxicroak, Fortress, and Kadabra. Alakazam, I mean. And it's most likely the Castopleed set. So I'm going to lead off with Tornadus and just set up a sub, as it's actually the Beedrill set, and I'm completely fine with that. I'm just going to set up a substitute, and as he's most likely going to protect, as he does, and I set up a sub, and I go for another sub straight away, just to see if he goes for a U-turn, and I get my, as he does, I get my berry popped. I have an even number of HP just for this case, and now I can just go for Heat Wave. I can't leave. I mean, if he goes for Volt Switch, okay, it's Garo Ball. He dies. He doesn't get any hazards up, which is kinda nice. I can play more around with my Tornadus. That burn is definitely fortunate for us. And let's see what he's going to do. I should also open my calculator here. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. He's brought the hyper offense as I kinda expected. It's probably, I'm pretty sure it's AV Toxic Rogue. In comes the Beedrill. I have to switch into my Gastrodon as he goes actually for a poison jab, which is good, but he gets he does get the poison. And let's think. I think going for EQ would be a decent play. He might go into his Toxic Rogue expecting Scald. He might go for U-turn. Basically, recover would be the passive play, which I kinda don't want to make. I don't want to sack anything, to be honest, and I know that Poro can take any hits, and let's think about different scenarios. Like, can I sack Gastrodon? I probably can, because against any of his other members, I can actually bring in either Sneasel or Tornadoes, but I think then again another way I could play around here is just go for recover, see if he brings in like a Lagazam, and then I can predict the grass type move, even just go straight into Gudra, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for recover, knowing it actually does a bit over 40% as income Keldeo, and it most likely has a grass type move, HP grass. So what it might be, it actually might be Subcommod. I think I switch into my Tornadoes as it is HP grass, so that's good. I can set up a sub. I could have switched into my Gudra, but this is a good play as well. I get the momentum and I basically get a kill. I think, okay, he brings in Kyurem. Okay, this mon I can't kill, but I can just fire off a superpower. Actually, I want to see how much they do. I'm going to calc, just to see how much this should do to a mon that has no investment. And let's say it's the Choice Scarf set. The Acrobatics actually doesn't do that. I mean, okay, I have Citrus Berry here, so it's popped definitely. So Acrobatics doesn't do quite enough, so I'm going to go for one superpower. As he is scarfed, he reveals that. That's great. As what I can do, I can just switch into my, basically I can switch into anything. I can switch into Mesprit or Clefable. Clefable does take the hit better. If he overpredicts now and switches out, that's what he should do, but he doesn't. Kinda expected that just by just judging by how he's been playing his earlier games. And now I can just Thunderwave something. And getting another crucial step towards the victory. And in comes the Toxicroak, and I have to switch, but what do I want to switch into? It's probably it probably has to be Gastrodon, and he has nothing that actually wants to take that Earth Power, really. So Gastrodon is my most sackable member anyway. I'm not going to... I mean, I'm pretty sure it's AV. I have to ask this, but I'm pretty sure it's AV Toxicroak. He goes for Gunk Shot, does nothing. I can even just go for... Okay, what do I want to do? Like... Yeah, I think my best play by far is to go Recover. He has already shown that he's switching to Castro Iskeldeo. He's shown its choice, most likely Specs. Or not choice, but it's not scoffed at least. As he tries to stay in, and I can now just go for an Earth Power. In comes Keldeo, I get some damage to it. And is there any way I can take a hit? Like if it's probably Specs. It's probably Specs or AV. If it's AV Keldeo, let's go with... I should have no way to take any hits. With HP Grass. If it's AV, let's see. If it gets absolutely mineral and it has no special attack boosting items, I could leave, but what I also could do is switch into my Clefable. I'm going to do the calcs. Hydro Pump does a lot if it specs. So I just prefer sacking Gastrodon and just going for a Mirror Coat. Now I can bring in my Tornadus again and basically just do a shit ton of damage with Acrobatics. There's a lot of activity going on here. I don't know who are they. Definitely all of them are not the guys from this league. I don't know what's going on. But honestly, I don't mind. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm in Mochon because There are people here that want to do it, so maybe I do that. And I'm going to switch into my Mesprit that should be able to take ice beams from this mon. Yeah, easily. Look at that. That is so little. And what's his switch in? I think that I'm going to T-wave again, and then just set up rocks. If he switches in his Mega Beedrill, and I get up rocks, and I get up some little damage, I can just sweep with Gudra. He stays in, so I can set up rocks, and then I can go for Psychic and KO this mon. And we get rid of the Curum. And this is starting to look pretty nice. And how much health does the Toxicroak have? I'm going to turn off the Machine, just because. So now what I'm gonna do? He brought in Stranger. I go into T-Wave again. Yeah, Shadow Ball. And what I do, I bring in my Nipsu, and I hope I just did not screw this up. I don't think so. I can go for a beat up. 4 beat ups should still be enough for this Alakazam. Probably even for the Beedrill. In comes Toxicroak, good play from him. But now this gets tricky. I have to switch out. Probably sack my Clefable. I do nothing with it. Unfortunately, I couldn't paralyze these two. However, I have to just attack. Go for Moonblast. Do damage. It's not AV. He gets another. Oh man, this is unlucky for him. But I got this last week. But he goes for Sucker Punch. And in comes this thing. And what I want to do, I want to get up damage. He goes for Flamethrower, maybe trying to make a prediction, I don't know. And I don't even KO. Wow, how is that possible? It has decent special defense, to be honest, and I don't know what's happening. I'm just commenting out of the picture because my friend can't get into this battle, which is unfortunate for him. But why didn't I go for T? Well, it doesn't matter anymore. He KOs my Clefable. Anyway, we get a mini sweep with Nipsu. We should be just able to. I think 3 beat ups is enough for Alakazam. I'm sorry this was a bit of a messy recording because just the people coming to watch this caused some confusion. You can't help it really. But beat ups should finish this game for me. 3-0 victory. It got closer than I honestly expected. He just brought so much strength, but we win. My plan executed very nicely. And I'm glad about my preparation overall. I did what I had to do. Thanks to Billy. He tried his best definitely, but couldn't do this time. Good luck for him for next week, and our next week's opponent is Jacob. He is in our own division, and he has a very bulky team. But that is for the next week. Please comment, like, subscribe. On the next week, this is Stibe signing out. Bye.